السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So my dear students, so in the last class we were discussing about the chapter named وسيلة السعادة. So the path to the success. So in this chapter we were discussing about how a student is moving to success, and the way the student is doing is by planning his daily life for everything, for playing, even for studying, his reading, his praying, everything is perfectly planned. So through that a person can reach the success. So this is what we have studied in the chapter, and even the last class we have even discussed about the first exercise, which is a question answer. It was some simple question answer. Let me read it out once again. First one was اذكر بعض الهوايات. So some of you have asked me to give the question answer, notes of question answer. So there is nothing to be given as notes because all the answers of these questions are directly from this chapter itself. For example, the first question you see, اذكر بعض الهوايات. Please list out some hobbies of our life. So in this chapter itself, you can see that so many hobbies are said in this chapter. For example, you can see الهوايات مثل القراءة القصة أو الرسم, reading stories, رسم, drawing, جمع الطوابع, collecting stamps, المراسل, writing letters, ومشاهدة التلفاز, watching television, والشبكات العالمية, using internet, أو في أوقات فارغة, in free times. So these all are the hobbies said in answer is directly there in the textbook. You just have to write down in your notebook and study. Yep. Same way, second one I discussed. Second one is أي هوايات تحب, which is the. This is some question that you have to answer by yourself. Which hobbies do you like? So you can see that there are so many hobbies said in this chapter. So which one do you like? What is your hobby? You just have to write it down. Next one, هل الوقت مهم في حياة الإنسان? It's also said, is time an essential part of human life? Is time an essential and important part of human life? If it's yes, say yes. Write it down. إلى أي شيء يؤدي تنظيم الوقت? If you are going to plan your time, what does it leads to? So it's said in the chapter. So when we plan our time, what does it do? It leads to success. When we plan our time, you can see in the second paragraph, تنظيم الوقت يؤدي إلى صحة أحسن وإلى حياة أجمل. So planning our life, planning time, it leads to good health and also a pleasant life. So these two things. You can see the answer is there in the textbook itself. Now third one, ماذا يملأ الإنسان بالإيمان والخشوع? By doing what does a man gets filled with iman, with belief and also God consciousness? With what? If you do some particular act, it will give you iman and khushu'. What is that? It's again said in the chapter. You can see وأداء العبادات, performing the prayers. What is في موعدها, at its time. يملأ الإيمان بالإيمان يملأ الإنسان بالإيمان والخشوع. It fills a person with iman and khushu'. See, answer is there in the textbook again. Next one, كيف يستعمل الطالب الناجح وقته? How do a successful student spend his time? So how does a successful student spends his time? You can see in the third paragraph the whole answer is there. You can see التلميذ الناجح, the successful student, يشعر بقيمة الوقت. He knows the value of time. ويعرف كيف يستعمله, and he knows how to use it. What does he do? يذاكر دروسه, he thinks about his plans, about his studies. ويعمل واجباته, he recollects his chapters which he was taught in the school. So when he reaches home, he recollects all the things that which have been taught in the school. Then ويعمل واجباته, and he does his homeworks. Then ويشترك في النشاط الرياضي, and he also gets involved in riyadi sports. He plays in the evening. Then والثقافي, and cultural events. When we have cultural events, he takes part in that. And والاجتماعي, and also in the social events. So he studies. A successful student, what does he do? He studies. He also plays. He also involves in his surroundings, involves in his society. So through all this, he can reach into a successful student life. So answer is again exactly written in the textbook, the third paragraph. You just have to write it down in your notebook and study it. Okay. Now let's move on to the next exercise, which is نميز الصواب والخطأ. We are going to differentiate the correct one. الصواب is the right one, and the خطأ and the wrong one. So you can see there are 3 sentences. You just have to say which is the correct one, which is the wrong one. First one, تنظيم الوقت وسيلة إلى السعادة. Planning the time, it's the way, it's the path to the success. Is it true or false? Write it down. Next one, التلميذ ناجح يعرف كيف يستعمل الوقت. A successful student knows how to spend his time. Is it true? If it's true, write it. صح. If it's not right, please write الخطأ. Third one, الطالب الناجح لا يشترك في الرياضة. A successful student does not take part in sports. He does not play. Is it right? If it's right, write yes. If it's wrong, please write al-khata. Okay. So this is the second exercise. Third one, you can see نكمل الفراغ مما بين القوسين. So you can see that there are 2 boxes. In the first boxes we have some blank sentence with blanks, and the second box you can see there are some other words. So you have to fill those blanks with those words in the box, second box. So let's look into the first one. First one is داش الخادم الصابون لغسل الملابس. داش الخادم, خادم the servant, الصابون soap to clean his clothes, لغسل الملابس to wash the clothes. The servant dash soap to clean his the servant dash soap to clean his clothes. So it's in English, it's the full sentence will be the servant uses soap to clean his clothes. What is the word suitable to fill in that blanks? We want to get the meaning to use. See, we have يشعر means to feel, هوايات hobby, مهم important, تنظيم to make it precise or to get it planned, يستعمل to use. So you see, the answer will be يستعمل, right? يستعمل الخادم الصابون. The servant uses the soap لغسل الملابس to wash the clothes. So same way you have to fill those other blanks. Second one is المؤمن, a believer dash بقيمة الوقت. A believer dash the value of time. The believers know or he feels the value of time. You have to fill the blanks. Third one, تربية الطيور. تربية الطيور والحيوانات من داش الوالد. Nurturing and raising these plants and or the birds and the animals is in dash al-walid. What is it? Is something of the father. So looking after birds and animals is something of the father. So it will be the hobby of the father. What is the suitable word? Fill in the blanks with that. Next one, الدراسة يؤدي إلى النجاح الدارس. Dash and الدراسات. Doing the studies something or planning the studies leads into a successful life. So what is the word used for planning? Next one, الصحة, a good health dash في حياة الإنسان. being good health is important in the life of human. What is the word suitable for that place? Please fill in the blanks again. Now, fourth exercise we have Nasil Bima Yunas. We have to match the following with the suitable words. You can see there are two boxes again. In the first box, we have mufrad, the singular form. Second box, we have the plural form. You have maw'id, waqt, tabi', ibadat, hawaya. Okay? So you have to fill those with us. Maw'id means place, waqt, time, tabi', stamp, ibadah, worship, prayer, hawayat, hobby. You have the plural form in the left side. You have to fill which is the plural form of maw'id. Match that, which is the plural form of waqt. Match it. Same way you have to do that exercise. Now the fifth exercise, we have, you can see that this is a new part. Again, it's a grammatical part which we are going to study. It's about mulaf and mulaf ilayh. Mulaf and mulaf ilayh. It's what do we say? Adding a particular thing to another thing. Actually, adding a particular thing to another thing. For example, in Malayalam we can say, ഉദാഹരണത്തിന് ഇപ്പോൾ സാലിമിൻ്റെ ബാഗും സാലിമുണ്ട്. ഈ ബാഗിനെ സാലിമിലേക്ക് ചേർത്ത് പറയണമെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? നമ്മളെന്ത് പറയും? സാലിമിൻ്റെ ബാഗ് അല്ലേ? സാലിമിൻ്റെ ബാഗ്. അങ്ങനെ ചേർത്ത് പറയാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന അറബിയിൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന രീതിക്കാണ് മുലാഫ്, മുലാഫ് ഇലൈഹി എന്ന് പറയും. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ സാലിമിൻ്റെ ബാഗ്. ഓക്കെ, അറബിയിലാക്കി നമുക്ക് ഹഖീബത്തു സാലിമിൻ, ഹഖീബത്തു സാലിമിൻ. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായി? മുലാഫ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് തുടക്കത്തിലുള്ള ഫസ്റ്റുള്ള വേർഡാണ് മുലാഫ്, രണ്ടാമത് വരുന്നത് മുലാഫ് ഇലൈഹി. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അതുപോലെ ചേർത്ത് പറയുന്ന ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഈ സെൻറ്റൻസിലുണ്ട്. അതാണ് നമ്മളിവിടെ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. സോ ലെറ്റ്സ് ലുക്ക് ഇൻ ടു ദ എക്സസൈസ്. യു ക്യാൻ സീ ദർ ഈസ് എ സെൻറ്റൻസ്. വി ഹാവ് ടു write down the mulaf and mulaf ilayhi from that sentence. Okay, first one, hadihi usratu wasim. Hadihi usratu wasim. This is the family of. See, in English when we are adding we say family of wasim. Usratu wasim. So family of wasim. So family is mulaf ilayhi, mulaf, and wasim is the mulafu ilayhi. Mulafu ilayhi. Okay, mulaf means to add. See, mulaf എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ചേർക്കുക. എന്തിലേക്കാണോ ചേർക്കപ്പെട്ടത് അതാണ് മുലാഫ് ഇലൈഹി. അപ്പോൾ എന്താണ്? ഉസ്റത്ത് വസീം, വസീമിൻ്റെ കുടുംബം. കുടുംബം എന്നത് ആണ് നമ്മൾ ചേർക്കുന്നത് എന്തിലേക്ക്? വസീമിലേക്ക്. അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? വസീം ചേർക്കപ്പെടുന്ന കുടുംബം എന്താണ്? മുലാഫും. വസീമിലേക്ക് ചേർക്കപ്പെട്ടതുകൊണ്ട് വസീം എന്തായി? മുലാഫു ഇലൈഹി എന്നാണ് സംഭവം. ഓക്കെ, ഒന്നോ ഹാദിഹി ഉസ്റത്തു വസീം. സോ ഉസ്റത്ത് ഈസ് മുലാഫ് ആൻഡ് വസീം ഈസ് മുലാഫു ഇലൈഹി. ഫി യൗമിൽ ഉത്ല. ഫി യൗമിൽ ഉത്ല. യൗം ഈസ് എ ഡേ ആൻഡ് ഉത്ല മീൻസ് holiday. So how do we say that? Yawmul utla means in short we can say it's holiday, but yawmul utla, the day of holiday, the day of leave, the day of leave. In Malayalam you can say yawmul utla, avadi divasam. Utla means avadi and yawm means divasam. അവധിയുടെ ദിവസം, അതിനാണ് നമ്മൾ ഹോളിഡേ എന്ന് പറയുക. അപ്പം അവധിയുടെ ദിവസം, ദ ഡേ ഓഫ് ഹോളിഡേ, ഇറ്റ് മീൻസ് ദ ഡേ ഓഫ് ഹോളിഡേ. സോ ഡേ ഈസ് മുലാഫ് ആൻഡ് ഉത്ല ഈസ് ദ മുലാഫ് ഇലൈഹി. ഓക്കെ, നെക്സ്റ്റ് വൺ, തുനല്ലഫു അനീസത്തൻ അനീസ ഉർഫത്തുൻ നൗം. സോ ഓൺ ദ ഹോളിഡേ അനീസ ക്ലീൻസ് ഹെർ living room. Urfat means room, urfatu an-nawm, sleep. Sleep room of sleeping, which is that room of sleeping means the living room, bedroom, the room of sleeping. So urfatun nawm. So urfa is the mulaf and nawm is the mulaf ilayh. Okay, next one. وترتب أثاث المنزل, and she arranges the asas means the structure or the furniture of the house. Asas al-manzil, furniture of the house, furniture of the house. So we are adding the furniture to the house. So furniture is the mulaf and the house is the mulafun ilayhi. Okay, next one. والأم تغسل ملابس الأطفال. The mother is تغسل is cleaning or washing ملابس الأطفال. So we have dress and child. We have to add dress to the child. The dress of child. The dress of child. Okay. So it becomes dress of child means so dress we are adding to child. Dress is the mulaf and the child is the mulafun ilayh. Okay. Last sentence. والأولاد, the children, يذهبون is going إلى بيت الجدة. Bayt, house, jaddat, grandmother. The house of grandmother. We are adding the house to the grandmother. Okay, so it becomes house of grandmother. So house is the mulaf and the grandmother is the mulafun ilayh. So in short, we can say in Malayalam the sentence which comes inde or yude. ഇപ്പം ഉദാഹരണത്തിന് ജാബിറിൻ്റെ പേന. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊരു കാര്യം ചേർക്കുകയാണല്ലേ, ജാബിറിൻ്റെ പേന, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സാലിമിൻ്റെ ബാഗ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ സെൻറ്റൻസ്. അതുപോലെ നമുക്ക് ഒരു സാധനം ഒരു വസ്തു വേറൊരാളിലേക്ക് ചേർത്ത് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിനാണ് മുലാഫും ഇലൈഹി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ഉദാഹരണത്തിന് വേറെ ഇപ്പോൾ യുടെ എന്ന് വരുന്നതാണെങ്കിൽ പള്ളിയുടെ വരാന്ത, പള്ളിയുടെ കാർപ്പറ്റ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ വീടിൻ്റെ സ്റ്റെയർ കേസ്, വീടിൻ്റെ ഏണി. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന് പറയും. ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിലേക്ക് ചേർക്കുകയാണ് പള്ളിയുടെ കാർപ്പറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ എന്താണ് പള്ളിയുടെ കാർപ്പറ്റ്? കാർപ്പറ്റിന് എന്താക്കുന്നത് പള്ളിയിലേക്ക് ചേർക്കുകയാണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ സെയ്ദിൻ്റെ പേന, പേന എന്താക്കുന്നതാണ് സെയ്ദിലേക്ക് ചേർക്കുകയാണ്. അങ്ങനെ ചേർക്കുന്നതിനാണ് മുലാഫ് ഇലൈഹി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So in short, this is what we are studying this. This is a grammatical part. You have to be thorough with this part. So rest we will discuss in the next class. So until now, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the live session. With this, we can conclude today's class. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.